her baby in childbirth, only to find out the midwife at fault didn't have liability insurance. WSA 9's Matt Gregory spoke with the family and the lawmaker, Matt, who hopes that this new legislation helps other families avoid a similar tragedy.
Yeah, Annie, in the case of the tragic death of her daughter, Ashley White won her day in court, but the victory was purely symbolic. She discovered too late that the midwife held responsible carried no insurance. These images were supposed to be memories of joy for Ashley White and her family. Instead, you're seeing scenes of heartbreak.
The first time I held my daughter, she was already gone.
3 years ago, Ashley White says she hired a midwife for the home birth of her daughter, Nayeli Rose Lewis. The midwife had a license, her referrals checked out, all good. But on the day of Nayeli's birth, tragedy struck. Labor went on for 35 hours. The baby was in foot-first breech, and the midwife never called the medics.
It is at those points where I really realized that I am not in the capable hands that I thought I was in.
A friend called the paramedics, and they rushed Ashley to the hospital, but it was too late.
To have your child pronounced dead just over an hour, after their life really begins is devastating.
A court ruled the midwife at fault, but when it came to collecting on the malpractice claim, Ashley discovered her midwife didn't carry any liability insurance.
And she might have made a different decision had she had that knowledge.
Montgomery County Delegate Aaron Kaufman heard about Ashley and Nayeli's story, and this year in Annapolis, he wrote legislation designed to stop similar tragedies.
When you're considering using a midwife for placing a loved one in an assisted living or nursing home, that, hey, they have to tell you up front, we don't have liability insurance.
This year, the Nayeli Rose Lewis Act passed and will get signed into law. And while it won't change what happened to Ashley,
I think knowing that people going forward will be protected is the most important thing that I can do for my daughter.
she can carry on her daughter's memory.
I don't have her here, but that doesn't mean that I've stopped loving her.
Now you may ask yourself, why not just make carrying liability insurance part of a midwife license? Well, Delegate Kaufman says he'd like to see that happen, but sometimes change, he says, has to be incremental, and this was the first step. I'm Matt Gregory. Back to you, Annie.
Just so heartbreaking all around, Matt. Thanks for that story.